Hi. The purpose of this video is to show how we could simulate clothing in Blender, simulating fabrics. Here on Blender we have this object and we want to turn it into a box. Well, we'll go to down object mode and to edit mode. I'll select face here and select the top face, and we'll delete that on your left side. Yes, delete faces. Now we'll go to edges, edge select here, and we'll select the top edges. Control and select the other edges. Now we'll put it down. Yeah. We would need to give it color. So I will go to material here on the right side and we'll give it some brownish, yellowish color. Well, it should look like wood actually. And we would probably need to use more options. Let me stretch this a little bit. We'll go to texture, or we'll have to go to object mode. And yeah. And here, let's select type, and let's select wood from this list. Okay. Well, click both. You would, this way you would have both the material and the texture. And scroll down to RGB and give it some neutral color like white. Yeah, it's now in the center. And let's take a look at the preview. Okay, if we turn this to rendered mode, we could probably see better how color and texture are combined. And here we have these signs, saw and tree. Let's try tree. Well, this is a tree band, and this, I mean, these indicate waves. And I think it's about enough. But we still need to work on our box. Let's go to modifiers. We'll look this modifiers and give it some depth or some this solidify, and would have more depth. Perhaps a little bit more. Yes. While we're here, let me go to camera and make sure that it falls within the boundaries. we will need to give it some light indeed, in order to make sure that it is seen more perfectly. I will select texture here on this menu, object mode. Not object mode, this one. Texture. Let's add some lamp. Here, for example. Add and lamp. Okay. Our light is here. Yes. In the rendered mode, it is like this. What we need to do now is to create more objects. Let's imagine that our box has two, let's say, oranges or apples, and something like clothing, fabric, like a napkin, for example. So let's create the oranges, the apples first, and then we will focus on creating the napkin. Okay, I will put the cursor here, and we'll go to create here, create, and a sphere. Okay, this one. Yes. I will select view and top. I want to make something like a stem for the apple. And here, object mode and edit mode. Faces. And I will select or C. Yes. And now E and S. Okay. Yes. Let's do some extrusion now. Tools and extrude region. And I would just make it bend a little bit. Well, if we go to object mode, it probably looks like an apple or a fruit. Let's go to edit mode once again and just make some changes again. C. Oh, not that. Yeah. And I would bring it down a little bit, trying to make it look like a real fruit, a real apple. Yes. object mode. And material, well, oranges are brownish and yellowish, reddish, and here I will give it some, let's give it red color, yellow, brownish color, and also give it some shine. Oh, green shine. Yes. But to make sure it looks like a real orange, let's go to the rendered mode. Oh, probably not like a real one, but could make more changes. Okay, we have to have good understanding of colors and like a painter, understand what combination of colors to use. I'm not a painter, so it's just more of experimenting. I would select the object, the orange, and we'll use this key here, duplicate, and we'll duplicate that. Okay, now I have two oranges, one here and the other one is here. Let me make it smaller, S, and a little bit smaller. Okay. I would pull it a little bit up. These two. And now I will go ahead and make the clothing. I will put my cursor here and we'll go to add, and here mesh and plane. Okay, plane. S, let's make it big enough. Let's go up a little bit. And I would give it color, new. This is pretty easy. I would give it purple. Okay. Now we'll go to modifiers and we'll select solidify. The thickness has to be less than this. Well, probably 10. Yes, this is 10. And my next step would be to go to edit mode and choose subdivide. Here, subdivide is here. Yeah, one more probably. Yes, it's got to be okay. Now I would need to do something with the physics of these objects. First, let me go to the box, or object mode, and the box, and physics here. and add passive. Well, it would stand still, would it go down? Then I would need to go to this orange and we'll select collision, also a rigid body. Okay, it's going to be active, like would fall down. I will do the same with the second orange, collision and rigid body. Now we'll go to this, which is going to be the clothing, and we'll make changes with regard to physics too. First of all, I will select collision and then cloth here. Look, the cloth here. Yes. And here I have presets, and I would select cotton. Okay, well, there are other options like silk, rubber, leather, and so it's cotton. And we'll scroll down to cloth collision and we'll check self collision. Okay, it would collide against itself. Okay, now let's see what happens if we run the simulator. Okay, I will run the simulator. Yeah, the object, the clothing is breaking. Yeah. Yes. At the same time, these two objects are falling down. Well, I probably forgot one thing. Let me stop the simulator at this point. If I could. Yeah, it stopped. And we'll select the box to make sure in physics. No, well, I had to select this to collision for the box. Okay, now let's go back and we'll start the simulator once again. I made these objects before, and I will start the simulator right now, and you will see the effects, the results. Let me start the simulator. Yes, the clothing is forming, I mean the simulation of the clothing and the objects. Let me stop the simulator here at this point. Now if we render, I mean go up, render the image, it will be the result. Okay, we have the clothing and the two orange objects, not oranges. Thank you very much for watching my video. Goodbye.